Hello, today we will be going through the new update guide from the new life, from the new level 7 innate, new characters, and the new cards. Whether we should pull, how strong is the new innate, how strong are new cards. So let's move on. Starting off with the level 7 innate for special week. She gets a new level 6 and a level 7. And this level 6 is a non-inheritable skill that affects the Zenkai Spurt. So this is kind of comparable to Abayan's one more push, except it's half the effect but with some current speed added. So basically it has the Nobuo Misaru property for this Zenkai Spurt, which basically makes it stronger. You go faster during this Zenkai Spurt. It's a pretty important skill to have one of these at least. Well, and the level 7 is a 4-second 0.45 target, or specifically on Tokyo 2400 meters. And there's some buffs to the out from 1 to 6 in CM, and it's 0.35 current, 0.1 XL, same as before, except 6 seconds from the previous 5. The inherit also changes from 3 seconds to 3.6 seconds, and it can actually be pretty decent with current speed and acceleration. And the stamina skill has also changed to add on Sashi as a running style. So generally I would say this is a pretty strong improvement on what was basically the first 3-star in the game. So moving on to the claims they made of whether she's actually meta and comparable to Chronogenesis. I think it depends on how much effort you put into building her. For the level 7 you do get guaranteed sharp, pretty decent and very nice to have it, especially if you don't have the time to grind out the sharp events on Chronogenesis or similar. So however, even though she gets a new gold now that she has 3 rest, her previous innates are pretty shit, starting off with the pretty shit stamina skill and Zenshin Zenrei, which you get in the scenario itself. So realistically, when you're playing special week, you're getting the previous speed skill and a middling stem skill. Yeah. So comparing to Chronogenesis or I, she's still not as strong. She's somewhat close to Chronogenesis, but not there. Much less grindy if you don't have the time. Yeah, she can definitely be stronger due to a guaranteed sharp. Actually, I recommend most people to just run her for a guaranteed sharp, cause getting sharp plus distance S plus whatever skills on these two is not the greatest experience lah. So when will she be meta with these buffs? So the Tokyo 2400 meters champions meet, this will be the only one that she will be meta in or playable in. I doubt she'll be playable in this. So Tail will also be available during this 2400 meters, so it'll be interesting to see what buffs Tail gets and how they compare to her. It'll be quite interesting seeing these older Umas have a try. So moving on to the new outs for Bakshin and Flight. Starting with Bakshin, likely to be extremely dominant in the next Sprint LH. Basically, Sprint does not have that many strong Umas. Like the strongest right now is probably still V Machan, and yeah, which is why she will probably be pretty strong, very dominant. Her first unique is a 2.4 second, 0.5 current, and when overtaking or opponent is close to her, you get a 2.4 second, 0.35 current. So it's a pretty damn strong skill, especially on the sprint. And the second one is a 1.5 second, 0.4 acceleration on the last leg. The out is a 4 second, 0.35 target, 0.25 current speed. And yeah, this is pretty insane. This is pretty insane numbers we have, and it really fits sprint very well. So yeah, basically pool if you're interested in LH rank. This is probably a very similar situation to Valentine's Taiki where yeah, I think most of top ranks are gonna have her. Yeah, probably her plus V Machan plus whoever else. Moving on to Flight, Flight is quite a bit weaker. Not really cause her skills themselves are weak, her skills are pretty strong, it's just cause her competition is extremely strong, yeah. She got converted to an N/Mao, which makes her weak for LH or inconsistent for LH, and against Milas she's facing Grand Allegra, Still in Love, whoever, Augury even on some track. So she's really facing a lot of strong meta and current Uma versus Bakshin. Her out is, I wouldn't say it's very good, 6 second 0.35 target on a Mao. Yeah, and then moving on to her uniques, 0.35 target, 2.4 in last leg. And yeah, and then a 2.4 second, 0.25 current, minus 2% stamina on final straight here. And her second unique, I mean her second rare skill, second half, when she's in 5th to 9th place, and when reach the last leg, you get a 0.4 XL for 1.2 seconds, and on last spot you get 3 second 0.15 current. So these uniques are actually pretty strong. Don't get me wrong, yeah. But it's just cause the standard of milers are just so strong right now, and especially since the next Mao is a whole 6 months away. By the time that Mao CM comes, very likely there'll be stronger characters that either replace her or just does the job better, because frankly N Mao is not exactly great. Like this just in the middle of nowhere, like it's very specialized for Mao, yet she's still competing with much more universal milers. So I'll say Pooh if you like, otherwise likely stronger characters by the time CM comes, or she's just way too niche for this certain distance. Yeah, so moving on to the new two guards cards. So yeah, they are very strong of course, but I would like to show you how they are not really relevant in any of the next CMs. I would say the next time they are strong is literally 6 months later in the Mao CM. I've seen some people say you can run them in the next third CM, but with the high 1002 to frankly 1003 stamina that you require for this CM, yeah, you probably need pretty good sparks like 12 or 15 star stamina to hit this while using one of these guards cards. So whether that is worth it for you to grind out, or yeah, or to do just to pull these cards, I don't know lah. I wouldn't really say it's worth the effort, but yeah. So moving on to some of the skills of these cards. Tech is a Sashi slash Oiko card. It's a late surger and closer card that provides quite a few very strong skills actually. So for example, high pitch is a very strong skill. But mouse, and yeah, she's mainly a Mao medium card. Both of them are basically Mao medium cards. And she brings out a new skill which is basically like full throttle slash aggressive on Senko, but without the stamina drain. But this is when your other two Umas have this skill, so it's kind of like sympathy in that fact. It also has Economy, Uma stand. Whether this is good or not, I would say because this is on a Sashi slash Oiko oriented card. Honestly it's okay also, because a lot of her skills are very general, which is yeah, but I think she still fits towards the more Sashi Oiko, in which case Economy is not exactly very helpful as compared to front or Senko, yeah. Now anyways, her gold skills are very strong, of course. Yeah. If you want to min max, yeah, this you'll probably be quite strong for the next CM if you can get the stamina sparks. And lastly, moving on to Daring Heart. This one is for front slash Senko skill, Senko card. Mild slash medium yet again. She has some very strong skill, speeder for one, very strong skill. Decent. Mild, medium, just stat up. And she also has a new skill that's basically aggressive. Yep. And yeah, I would say these two cards are both pretty strong, but there's a if you already have MLB or Stay Gold, I really don't see too much of a point unless you really, unless your pockets are huge, you know. But for most people, I would say you shouldn't really pull these two cards unless you like them, or you're just really trying very hard and you have the money to do so. If not, if you really want to try, you can try MLB Stay Gold, more than enough. Or you can borrow them if you have all the other cards max. Yep. So that's it, and thank you.